buongiorno or buonasera. Today we're gonna talk about the Palatine Chapel, one of the symbols of Palermo, a monument that you must absolutely visit. These are the types of monuments that if we skip it, we'd rather keep it to ourselves. Or we'll have folks think, alright, this one is a moron who has read anything that goes beyond the daily horoscope. Skipping the Palatine Chapel would be like going to Paris and skipping the Eiffel Tower because you didn't know about it. Now, let's see the three things that made this monument so important and on the UNESCO list. The first reason is because this church is freakishly and undeniably beautiful. Even if you know nothing about history and architecture, or you are even the devil himself, when you step into this church, you drop a wow at every single step. As soon as you step in, you are hit by these beautiful golden mosaics that tell stories of daily life and religion. Every piece of decoration, mosaics, stucco, marble, is so perfect and beautiful that it's hard to believe that it was all made by human hands. Even if you don't give a damn about history, culture, architecture, come here only for the photos. You can imagine how many locals who are more atheists than Hitler got married here just because the pictures look good. And the second reason to check out the Palatine Chapel is for its big symbolic value in bringing together different cultures. In 1130, so almost 1000 years ago, the Norman king Roger II arrives in Sicily and finds all the possible races, shapes and colors. Christians, Jews, Muslim, white, black, and so on and so forth. But instead of kicking out those who were considered different, like we do in today's revolting world, he supports the cultural and religious diversity. He thinks of it as a strong point for Sicily. So what does he do? He calls out the best artists from the different ethnic and religious groups in Sicily and makes them build and decorate the Palatine Chapel. The result is stunning. It turns out to be one of the most beautiful and appreciated architectural styles in Europe. If you think about it, what the king does is unbelievable. It's as if our Italian Prime Minister hired Muslim and Hindus to decorate the churches in Rome. Imagine what would happen. All the grandmas in Italy will get a deadly stroke. And numero tre reason to check out the chapel is because how globally significant this type of architecture has become beyond its symbolic value. In fact, it's a UNESCO site, and there is even an entire itinerary called Norman Arab Itinerary, consisting of different tons of other monuments in the same style, and all of them are considered UNESCO World Heritage Sites. You might be surprised by the fact that beyond pasta, pizza, mozzarella, the Godfather, the beaches, the Norman Arab architecture is the biggest reason why hundreds of tourists come here every year to see Sicily. This reason I said in the beginning, don't skip it, don't skip it. It's like going to Rome and skipping the Colosseum. To see the chapel, you need to go to the Norman Palace, Royal Palace, and you will find the Palatine Chapel inside of it. By the way, the Norman Palace is another beautiful place to visit. It's one of the oldest royal palaces in Europe with almost 1,300 years of history. That's it, grazie mille, and don't miss the Palatine Chapel. Ciao!